This is amazing as Richard Childress Racing announced back in January that Kasey Kahne will return to NASCAR National Series competition as he'll be driving for that team in the Xfinity Series return to Rockingham Speedway on April 19th. Kahne will drive RCR's 33 Chevrolet in a 250-lap race, which will air at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW, MRN Radio, and SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. The sponsor will be HedgerCars.com. The event will be Kahne's first race since 2018. Kahne, who was named one of NASCAR's 75 greatest drivers in 2023, participated in an organizational test in January for the Xfinity and Craftsman Truck Series at the 1.017-mile Rockingham track. The trucks and ARCA Menard Series East will be part of that weekend in April, with NASCAR returning there for the first time since 2013. He won a Truck Series race in 2012 when the track was revived briefly back then. The track hosted the NASCAR Cup Series from 1965 to 2004 has gone through renovations so the track could be ready for its National Series return. Kahne was part of an incredible photo finish the last time the Cup Series raced there in 2004, back when it was known as the Nextel Cup Series and when the track was known as North Carolina Speedway. Matt Kenseth beat Kahne, who was a rookie at that time, by .010 seconds in a Subway 400 that year. Kahne won 18 times in a Cup career that started in 2004. His most recent victory came in a Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway when he drove the 5 Chevrolet for Hedger Motorsports in 2017. He last drove in NASCAR in 2018. Here's Kahne talking about being back in NASCAR, which he didn't feel like he was gone since 2018, at the test and more. A lot of familiar faces. It didn't feel like I hadn't been here in 6 years. I know that, Kahne said for Rockingham's Media Center. Even just hanging out in the trailer, behind the trailer, for the first half hour this morning, waiting to get going, it just felt pretty normal. It didn't feel too different. So I guess when you put basically your whole life into just racing, and NASCAR for that many years leading up to it, and then 16 years in the sport, to take a little bit of time off and come back, it still feels pretty familiar. Kahne has kept in touch with people still in NASCAR and was interested in returning when Rockingham came back to the NASCAR schedule. Here's what he had to say once Rockingham came up and more. I saw this Rockingham race pop up, and I was like, man, that's a track I know, and I've enjoyed racing at over the years, so I started reaching out and trying to figure a way to get back into it and do a race, Kahne said. It felt like 4 or 5 years maybe since I raced, and it's more like 6.5 is what they say, so it's been a while. Kahne stepped away from Cup Series racing with 11 races left in 2018, as health concerns were the reason. Plus, the grind of the NASCAR schedule was taking a toll as well. He returned to sprint car competition as soon as his stock car retirement and is racing full-time this year on the high-limit racing circuit. Here's Kahne talking about why he stepped away and more. The reason it was time was my body was just telling me it was time, said Kahne. My dehydration was so bad, by the time I got to the center part of the year, the last few Cup races I ran, yeah, it was as bad as I've ever felt in my life. After the races for the next 2 or 3 days, even into the next race, we just couldn't figure it out, couldn't get it fixed. It was a mess. It wasn't a very good way to end. It wasn't what I was wanting or expecting, but it was the way it went. Just kind of had a short, quick ending to my Cup run. I've watched a lot since, and I'm just glad to get an opportunity to do this race in April. It's unknown whether Rockingham is a one-off for Kahne. He was asked if another opportunity at the Cup Series or another NASCAR level might be in the cards. Kahne didn't make a commitment, as he's focusing on the 1-mile track that is coming back to NASCAR. Here's his thoughts and more. I have no idea. I just want to do this one race, work with this group, Kahne said. It's been actually really cool. It went together really quick, but they've given me a great opportunity and a lot of really good people at RCR. So I really enjoyed it to this point. Finish off this test and see where that is, do the race, and see how things are going at that point in time. This is amazing, like I said, that Kasey Kahne will be making his return to NASCAR National Series competition. I never would have expected this type of announcement, but that is pretty cool for Kahne, especially the fact that the way his career ended in 2018 in the Cup Series. It was sad how it ended with the dehydration and all that, especially with the fact that he was going to retire after that year ended anyway. It was just sad that it ended up being cut short, out of his control there with the dehydration and all that, but definitely this is a pretty cool opportunity for Kahne to be able to end it on his own terms especially being with an incredible team with RCR and all that, as they're very good in the Xfinity Series, unlike how they are in the Cup Series for most parts there. But definitely he'll be in competitive equipment and all that to be able to have a chance to race at Rockingham, where he's had a lot of experience and all that, especially, like I said, being part of that incredible photo finish with Matt Kenseth in 2004, and he won that truck race in 2012 and all that. So definitely pretty cool opportunity for him to be able to have a chance to win and all that. And hopefully he does win, because that would be an incredible story there, especially for a guy that had been away from NASCAR for so long. It's a pretty cool story there, especially for him to be able to race at a track that's coming back to NASCAR as well at Rockingham. So definitely pretty cool for Kahne to be able to do something like this. I'll be rooting for him, so hopefully he gets a chance to win and all that. And to, like I said, be able to get out on his own terms. Because about that, when you're a driver, you want to retire on your own terms. And unfortunately with Kahne, that didn't happen. So definitely this is pretty cool for him to be able to do something like this. So shout out to Richard Childress and everybody at RCR to give Kahne this opportunity. So hopefully he'll take advantage of it. And we'll see if he runs more races there as well. But definitely it's weird to see HendrickCars.com on an RCR car be a part of the car as well. Especially HendrickCars.com, being by Rick Hendrick and all that. And Hendrick Motorsports. So even though HendrickCars.com also sponsors Spire Motorsports vehicles as well. So definitely, but because of the fact that it's Chevrolet and all that, so it's not as awkward, but still kind of awkward, especially because of the fact that they're two different organizations. They do have the same manufacturer, so. But it is what it is there, especially. But definitely Kahne, in my opinion, he didn't have the best Cup career, in my opinion. Even though he was named one of the 75 greatest NASCAR drivers, he didn't live up to the potential that he showed at Rockingham Motorsports early in his career. He was very successful there when he drove the 9 car after he took over from Bill Elliott and all that, once Bill Elliott went to part-time. But definitely Kahne showed a lot of potential there in his early years there with Everham as well. He won races there, especially winning several Coca-Cola 600s. He was very good there, driving at Dodge. But Kahne would always be most known for driving for Everham, as he had the most success in his career driving for that organization. And it's hard to view Kahne in any other way, besides him being a first-place rookie in 2004, especially when he won Rookie of the Year that year. And his Dodge was also featured that year in NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup, as Dodge was a big part of that game there as well. And Kahne also ran several throwbacks to his Everham days in 2018, which he did at Charlotte Motor Speedway and at Darlington Raceway as well, when he drove in his final Cup Series season with the Levi family racing there as well. But he just fell off later in his career, especially he went to Red Bull Racing and all that. He did get a win there. But once he was with Hendrick Motorsports, that's when he really was, in my opinion, his most disappointing, because of the fact that he was with a great team there, especially. I talked about this before on the channel, especially how he was the fourth and fourth guys there at Hendrick. That's my opinion there, especially because of the fact that he's part of a team with Jimmy Johnson, as well there with Jeff Gord and Dale Earnhardt Jr. And Kahne just didn't do what he was supposed to do there. But he did win a couple races with Hendrick, but he still underachieved, in my opinion, as he should have won more races, especially in that kind of equipment as well. But it is what it is there, especially. But it's not a knock against Kahne personally, as I've always liked Kahne, and he seems like a good guy as well. But he had a good career, so even though it may not be Hall of Fame worthy, in my opinion, probably isn't, but even though I didn't think it was top 75 at the time he was selected, but he got big wins in his career, so he was solid, and he won the Brickyard 400 as well. So definitely he had a pretty good career, even though he didn't win a championship and all that, but he managed to be in the Cup Series for a little bit. So, and plus he was a very popular driver, so definitely that was pretty cool there, especially. But good luck to Kahne, like I said. Hopefully he could do well in the race there at Rockingham. So definitely that's a pretty cool story that he's back racing in NASCAR there as well. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like. And if you are brand new, subscribe. And since Kahne is coming back, I figured in honor of him doing that, here are some commercials of him also. Enjoy those, and peace.
Man, this Nextel walkie-talkie phone is magic. I lost my helmet the other day. Pushed this button, my helmet appeared. Magic.
New spark plugs are in.
See? It's magic.
That's not magic. This is magic.
No, that's sleight of hand. Get me a bunny. That's magic.
Nextel helps NASCAR fans get things done with the Motorola Blend. One powerful phone, two powerful networks. Nextel, only from Sprint.
50 laps to go, and here comes Kasey Kahne in for a pit. Wow, that was fast. Boy, I want to see that again in slow motion, Doug.
Okay, that was something I did not see the first time, Pete.
Boy, you catch a lot more detail when you slow things down.
I guess so.
Those look good.
Yeah. Oh, Casey's always got time for arm wrestling.
Amazing.
Yes, she is, Pete.
Boy, you blink an eye and you miss all that.
Impressive. Kasey Kahne's always impressive.
Kasey Kahne. Where?
Kasey!
There he is. There he is.
Even the best drivers could use accident forgiveness. Part of your choice auto insurance. Only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Hey, is there anything we could do to help?
Anything.
I'm here with Kasey Kahne to introduce the Allstate Safe Driving Bonus Check. Just drive safe for 6 months.
And Allstate will send a check right to your mailbox.
Because the best drivers in the world deserve... Wow. Like I said, accident forgiveness, part of your choice auto, only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Great, just one more. I'm super sorry about your commercial.
Too bad she dumped you.
She didn't dump me. We're just taking a break.
Right, that's good. Can't believe you locked this thing, man. Let's roll. Wait. What? I'm driving. Hey, Kasey? A little help? Thanks, man. Wait, where are you going? I thought I was driving.
You sure you don't want me to drive?
I got it, rookie.
That's Rookie of the Year to you, pal.
Newman! Newman!
Wasn't me.
Kasey?
Must have been the Phantom.
Get him!
Gillette Fusion Power Phantom. Turn it on and soothing micropulses help you reduce friction, so you barely feel the blades. You really feel the difference.
The Phantom strikes back.
Gillette Fusion Power Phantom. The only razor used by the Gillette Young Guns.